Just saying. But that's my beverage of choice right now. But apparently, there's a lot of channels that have been deleted by YouTube because they're almost completely AI authenticated. So they have an AI program that goes out looking for channels that don't meet YouTube regulations. And they're deleting channels that meet YouTube regulations. And it's been all over the place lately, and I've seen that a lot. And I would be pissed. So if I had a channel that I built and it's been around for 5 to 10 years and I have hundreds of thousands of subscribers and I'm getting a good number of viewers on a regular basis and earning some good monetization numbers, and just randomly I wake up one day and my channel's gone because I'm violating YouTube policies, I would be pissed. Because some of these YouTubers that do really well, they literally have quit their job and focus full time on YouTube. So if you take that away from them, they're screwed. And I'm not gonna say, you know what? Well, who cares? It's fucked up. Because if you spend all those years to do really good at making a channel that gives information and supports people, and then it's just taken away from you randomly from an AI project, when YouTube is cracking down on AI channels, which I agree, by the way, and I fully support, but then you use AI to eliminate people who are not using AI, then that's a problem. And that should be investigated. It should literally be investigated. So when these channels go down, let's say it takes, and if you don't know, if you don't have a YouTube channel, I've never had a YouTube channel removed. I have several, okay? I've never had a YouTube channel removed, but from what I've read and seen over the years, when someone has a channel removed, they literally have to go through all kinds of hoops and fire rings to get the channel back. And it's not like you can go to support on YouTube and get that problem solved immediately. It doesn't happen like that. It doesn't happen like that. You have to reach out. I believe the best option is to reach out on YouTube, on Twitter. I still call it Twitter, yeah, X. I just don't like calling it X. But on Twitter, and you get your best results that way. It may take some time, but hey, you'll get a result, right? But they should be compensated for the losses they got during the time that they were deleted and removed. Because it's a long process and it's shitty. And if some of these channels are making $200 to $500 a day, and if you're out for a week or two, then you're out $3,500. If you're making $500 a day, you're out $3,500 over 7 days, or more. It could be more. It could be less, but it could be more. So just keep your eye out for that, and just think about that on YouTube channels. So if a channel disappears on you that you watch regularly, they didn't disappear, they're not done. They probably got AI deleted because of this stupid program. Here we go. So if you saw this at your home, what would your next move be?
Why are you playing?
Let's go back to the beginning.
Why are you playing?
So this is an old video. I've seen this before. It's an old video. But obviously, so the scenario is, if you were at home and this was happening at your house, what the hell would you do? Well, that kid wouldn't be moving. I don't own a gun. I don't plan on owning a gun. But I have 3 baseball bats. 2 are aluminum, 1 is wood. I have 2 aluminum because a wood bat, if you hit someone hard enough, that bat will break in half. And then you have the aluminums for your backups. But yeah, and I have a couple small 2x4s that are only about 3 feet tall that I keep in my downstairs closet by the front door. And that kid would be crushed. There's no, what the hell are you doing? That kid would be crushed. Sorry, I had to sneeze. You tell me, what the hell would you do? Like if someone's coming up to your door and knocking your window out, that's nuts. Here's more AI moderation problems here. YouTube is full of it. I am so sick of this AI moderation crap. The video that they struck down is a video urging YouTube to do better with protecting kids, as well as praising them for banning an inappropriate channel. Yet that video with zero nudity isn't safe for kids. So let's look at YouTube's response here. His channel's name is Deep Humor. Now, of course, he edited it. He didn't put the whole email in there. We reviewed your content carefully and have confirmed that it violates our child safety policy. We know this is probably disappointing news, but it's our job to make sure that YouTube is a safe place for all. Sure you do. Have you seen some of the ads on YouTube? I saw one today where it was a picture of a black girl bent with her legs backwards, and it was an advertisement for leg stockings, but she was half naked. You didn't see anything, but it was pretty damn close. But that's safe for kids? We won't be putting your content back up on YouTube if your appeal was for a warning. You will not be given another warning in the future. If your appeal was for a strike, the strike will remain on your channel. Which is a lie, because strikes do go away after time. But this is normal. Normal. So the channel owner, no reappeal process, no uploads, posts, live streams, etc. for a week. The amount of garbage YouTube has put me through could be made into a documentary. My last 2 videos are of me trying to protect kids on YouTube, only for YouTube to punish me for it. I'm so frustrated. This is with this AI moderation, which is not beneficial. This guy suggests go to Rumble. I don't know if you're a YouTuber, but Rumble, yeah, sure, it's another platform, but it's awful. Rumble is awful. The number of views and monetization that you can get on Rumble is not even remotely close to what you can get on YouTube, and YouTube is like poverty. But Rumble is nothing. Rumble is a horrible platform to go to. There are a lot of channels on YouTube that are extremely successful that have a channel on Rumble. And if you look at their channel on YouTube, they have, I don't know, 4 or 5 million subscribers. They're getting 800 to 1 million views per video. And then you go to Rumble and they have maybe 50,000 subs and their videos are only getting about 10 to 15,000 views. And the monetization dollar amount is a lot less. Now, if you have questions about what does YouTube pay, I can answer that. Is I have some monetized channels, and I can tell you about that. Just to let you know, it's not consistent. Depending on your, and I fucking hate this word, niche, but based on your category, your payment per ad could go up and down, and it also determines on what's in your video, what's on your thumbnail. It could change advertisers wanting to place an ad on your type of video. And if you have a lot of, now you can cuss on YouTube, but I wouldn't recommend doing it in the first minute or two, because the algorithm, I think, usually checks the first minute or two, and it doesn't check the whole video. But if you keep that profanity to a lower level and you do it after the first couple of minutes, you can get away with it. But they tend to not want to put advertisements on videos that have profanity. But just saying. So it's unfortunate. We don't know the whole story here with this guy, as he is obviously cut off some of his email, because that email you get from YouTube, I've had a few. There are a lot more. There's a lot more information in that email than what this guy's putting out there. So I'm just saying. I'm not saying the guy is guilty. I'm just saying he cut off the email, and we saw the full picture that he did. Once your commitment is greater than your feelings, that's when you get results. So I agree with this. This is random, and I agree with this. So this applies to a lot of things, but mostly work, your job, right? So I think it applies more to your job than anything else, but it can apply to a lot of things: finances, the way you treat people, the way you live, etc., so forth. But let's start with work. So if you're at work and you're committed to just going to work, being there on time, 100% attendance, doing a great job, and just getting the hell out of there at the end of the day, maybe you work an extra half an hour or whatever, but that's commitment. And believe it or not, I mean, some companies, very few companies, it may be different, but believe it or not, it goes noticed. It is noticed, all right? It does not go unnoticed. If you have some good leaders in your establishment where you work at, those good leaders do notice this, and they have discussions about this behind the walls. Oh, well, man, Jerome completed everything today with an hour left to go at the end of his shift, and he worked on extra things without having to be told. He even came to me today and said, hey, look, man, does anybody need help anywhere? I can go help out. I got like 60 minutes left. You know, man, that's fucking commitment. That's work ethic. And people do notice this. I don't care what anybody says, but there are people that do notice this. I was one. I spent 22 plus years in retail management as a store manager, and it's noticed. And those people get the hours, man. I'm just saying. It can also be applied to finances. If you commit to saving money every month and not blowing it on tattoos, piercings, weed, getting a $50,000 car when you know your means, you can only afford a $20,000 car, you know what I mean? You get results. But the thing is, a lot of people want immediate gratification. And it's not today. It's been going on for a long time. Decades, people have always wanted immediate gratification. And that is, hey, you know, I worked hard today. I want to get promoted tomorrow. It's not going to fucking happen. It's going to take some time, man. It takes time to get promoted. Look, I started with a company as a part-time hourly associate. Within a year, I got to the next level, a department manager. Within a year, I was the next level, a zone manager, so I covered several departments. Within 9 months, I think it was 8 or 9 months, I was promoted to a salaried assistant manager. I did that for 2 years, and I got promoted to a co-manager, which is under 4 years. And then after doing co for a year and a half, became a store manager for the last 22 years. So that took me 4 years. 4.5 years to go from a part-time associate, just getting my foot in the door, and then become a store manager. I went from $8 an hour to $103,000 a year in 4 years. 4 years may sound like a long time, but it goes by fast, especially in retail. It goes by really fast. It really does. You just gotta put your time in it, man. And then find those individuals at work that are committed to mentoring. Find someone who is dedicated to their job and mimic them. Clone them. Become them. Ask them for advice. Don't be afraid to admit that you don't have 100% knowledge. Admit that there's opportunities. Grab them from that mentor and then become the person that you really want to be. It's not about money, possessions. It's about who you want to be. What kind of person do you want to be? That should be your goal, not money. Because if you become the person you want to be, the money and the possessions come along with it without you even knowing it.